guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me again. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about luxury, and it's going to be a luxury hot topic debate video. I'd love to know your opinions, and yeah, so make sure you're fully subscribed. I can't wait to hear what you think. So basically today's topic is luxury out of touch and unrelatable? So before we get into that though, please go follow my new luxury Instagram. It's linked below. I created a new page just for luxury and stuff because most of you have been following me on my personal account. And also please go follow my TikTok and go join the Facebook group. It's so much fun. I'm having such a great time in there. I feel like we're all having a great time in there, and so many of you are missing out because you're not members of the group, so go join the group as well. Okay, so a few weeks ago, I was watching this unboxing from a lifestyle YouTuber, and she was unboxing a luxury bag, and yeah, I was watching the unboxing. It came up as recommended. This particular channel, she doesn't really respond to comments, so, and you know how I feel about that stuff. Like, I only comment and really watch and subscribe to people's channels if they respond to their audience. If they don't respond to comments, engage, I don't really support that. However, it came up in recommended, so I decided to watch. So I was watching the unboxing, and people were like really going in on this lifestyle creator. Like, they were saying, like, you know, she was unrelatable, and they felt like, I don't know, they felt like she was like out of touch basically with her audience by posting like really expensive luxury products. I think that this is a problem that a lot of these lifestyle YouTubers and lifestyle influencers go through, because you're essentially sharing your life and you're creating this image of your life, and a lot of people, particularly on the internet, they create a very sanitized version of their life, a very glossy version of their life. So people, particularly the lifestyle channels, like, people want to emulate those people who are those like lifestyle channels, right? But I think something that people forget, and again, because I work in marketing, I know this, like, a lot of these lifestyle channels and lifestyle Instagrammers, when they become really successful, they're making so much money that buying a handbag from Dior, Chanel, Big H, buying interior stuff from Louis Vuitton, and buying, you know, lots of bits and pieces from Hermes is completely normal, because so many of them are doing, you know, they're doing like 6 figures a year. There's some luxury, there's some lifestyle Instagrammers and lifestyle bloggers who are making like $1 million a year, 100%. There are a few of them. So if someone is like on that kind of income, their tastes change compared to maybe a few years ago when you followed them, and maybe they were just shopping at Zara, and now not only are they shopping at Zara and H&M, but they're also shopping at Louis Vuitton, they're also shopping at Big H, at Big C, etc. Does it really make the person out of touch if they are unboxing something that they can afford today? Does that make the person out of touch? Yes or no? No, tell me what you think. So my feeling was this. And obviously I have my own luxury YouTube channel, so I, you know, maybe I see things a little bit differently. I think that the problem is, particularly for these lifestyle pages, is that you're curating like an audience that's kind of watching you grow throughout the years. And a lot of these people, when they start earning a lot of money, you know, not only do they get gifted lots of things, but when they're like buying things with their own money, your taste can change, and your tastes do change, and that's okay. But I think sometimes, like, what happens is sometimes the people who are watching maybe don't necessarily want to see that change, and you don't have to be an influencer for this to happen to you. A lot of you who watch my page, you're very successful, you're overall, you're all ballers. Everyone who watches my channel is a baller. Like, I was telling Edwin the other day, I was like, everyone who watches my channel is balling, like balling hard. And for you guys, I'm sure you've had experiences maybe where people do make those slick comments, like in your personal life, about, oh, that, you know, that's a fancy car, or that's a fancy shirt, or that's a whatever. You know, I think it's normal to hear those types of things and for people to make those comments. However, does it mean that you're out of touch? Around the time when C19 happened, I really wasn't taking this channel seriously. I remember Edwin and I had just gotten back from like a weekend getaway. We went to Johannesburg. I remember filming a shopping vlog. I think it's still up. I don't think I've unlisted that vlog. But I might unlist it actually, but anyway. So we had went there for like a weekend trip away, and that was like the last trip that we did before C19 happened. And I remember around about that time, there was a lot of chatter in the luxury community about whether luxury influencers and luxury YouTubers should continue posting unboxings and luxury hauls and purchases and things like that. I know a lot of you told me that you don't really care about unboxings and hauls that much, but as I always tell you, the algorithm and the numbers don't lie. Like, people love those videos. I personally didn't really understand the need for someone to stop posting like luxury unboxings and luxury hauls, even during the height of C19. I'll tell you why. First of all, it's a luxury page, so it's going to post luxury content. When I first started my channel, my original vision of this channel was I was going to post luxury content and high street shopping and do both. But then as time went on, I basically realized that people don't really want to see that. People either want to see Zara, ASOS, and H&M on its own, or they want to see Louis Vuitton, Big C, and Big H on their own. And that's completely fine. And obviously now I just post about luxury exclusively. If you want to know my high street purchases, you can ask me privately. But I remember just thinking it was just so, like, I don't know, I remember just thinking it was so strange that people felt, with this particular like luxury unboxing video, like the way people were so upset about that. I remember thinking it's so weird that people think that the person's out of touch when they are just unboxing something that they clearly like and that they can afford. So around that time when, you know, C19 had happened, there were lots of great questions and comments about this. And don't get me wrong, it's a good question, but are you out of touch for posting something that is your life? Like, that's the life that you're living. And does that mean that you're out of touch? Yes or no? Do you think that you should be more sensitive to people's feelings? You know, yes or no? It was really, really interesting. I remember reading a lot of interesting comments, particularly on different like YouTube pages where people were discussing this issue of like, should you post unboxings and yes or no, or does that make you seem like you're out of touch and stuff? You know, some people did feel like there was a Marie Antoinette kind of feeling to it a little bit, like, you know, you're just, you know, they're posting your unboxings and they're people literally fighting for their lives and things like that. The way I see it is today is like this, and it's pretty much the same way, but I wanted to add on a few bits. I don't think you're out of touch as long as your audience is basically in lockstep with you. I think this is why luxury channels get dragged so hard when they do luxury unboxings, because I think a lot of people who are watching luxury channels, they might not have the same lifestyle as the lifestyle YouTuber. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't know why people feel like you need to relate to someone completely. I think lifestyle channels get dragged because people feel like they're being insensitive to what's going on. Whereas I haven't really seen a luxury channel be dragged for too many unboxings. I've seen like, you know, snarky comments, but sometimes I feel like those comments aren't from people who like luxury. They tend to be from people maybe who just feel like the person is spending too much and showing too much. But then, you know, we have this issue here. Like, is it wrong for you to show things that you've purchased that you are passionate about, that you think your audience will be interested in? Or should you keep that to yourself if you think your audience can't afford it? I mean, I think that's so patronizing to be like, well, I'm not going to show this because people are going through a really tough time right now, and there are probably people who are watching and who won't be able to buy what I'm buying. You don't know what people can buy. If you have a page or you're an influencer and you're worried about that kind of judgment, you should think about like, who is your audience? I don't think it makes someone out of touch or unrelatable. So that's out of touch stuff. In terms of the relatable stuff, I will never understand the relatable stuff because I don't want to be relatable. I want to be true to me and be authentic. So a good example of this is early on when I first started my page, I was going to be very clear that I liked fur and exotics, and I made sure that you guys knew that, because I remember even seeing again on another lifestyle page, someone had posted like a fur coat, a lifestyle YouTuber, and the comments were just like crazy, like, oh my god, like I have so much respect for you, I've lost all this respect for you. I'm like, oh my god, honey, like you can't come bring that here, because I've been so clear that I like fur and I like exotics, right? I think it's more important to be true and real and authentic to yourself than it is to necessarily be relatable to many people, because we all have different lifestyles, okay? And I think that's okay. I think in the luxury community, and this is just kind of my opinion of it, I think there are a lot of people who don't want to like be luxury influencers, don't want to be luxury bloggers, and don't want to have pages because they don't want to deal with the stress and the criticism that you get from posting a lot. So obviously, you know, I haven't posted in a very long period of time. I did order something from Versace, I'm still waiting for it. But obviously I'm going to Paris, I'm going to have, you know, lots of things that I'm going to be showing you guys. I'm really excited about that. So in January, you probably will see more unboxings and hauls from me, because you know that I'm traveling to somewhere where I can access the goods quite freely. But you guys know that's authentic and true to me, because you know I live in a country where there are no boutiques. So you know, if I'm going to be somewhere where there are boutiques, I'm definitely going to try and take advantage and buy things that I'm passionate and excited about. And that doesn't mean that I'm out of touch or I'm frivolous or I'm not relatable. I think the relatable thing is a problem because I think what it does is, at least in terms of influencers and YouTubers, it traps the person to create a certain type of content because they are worried about losing their audience. I've seen this with big channels in the beauty market, big lifestyle channels. They constantly make the same repetitive content. But then maybe on their Instagram, they're showing like a Cartier love bracelet or something. They probably do want to talk about the Cartier love bracelet on their YouTube channel, but they're afraid to do that because they're afraid of the blowback and the critiques that they would receive for that. So I think the whole relatability thing, I think if you're watching this and maybe you're saying, you know, you want to watch people who are relatable, that's your right. You should be able to watch people who, you know, you like and you think are relatable. That's completely fine. But I think when it pertains to luxury, I think it should be more about you just getting something from the video. So if you're watching an unboxing or a haul, you're seeing the product, you're understanding it. If you're watching one of my theory videos, my informational videos, my tracking videos, hopefully you're being entertained, or at the very least, you're being informed about something that you came to get. But I think if you see a change in someone's content and a change in how they are, I don't think that means they're still not the same person. What I think is more important for YouTubers, bloggers, and influencers is to still be the same. This reminds me of something that I think Nicki Minaj said this ages ago. I'm gonna have to try and pull up the receipts if I can, but she said something really interesting. She said sometimes it's not the people around, no, she said sometimes it's not you who changes, it's the people around you that change. And I think that's very true. And you've noticed this with like a lot of channels. So there might be some of you who like luxury now, but maybe next year you won't like luxury. I've liked luxury since I was literally 15 years old. I'm 35 now. I mean, I've always been into luxury since I was in my teens. I'm always going to like luxury and it's not going to change at all. But maybe there's some of you who like it now, but then you get over it and then you lose interest and you want to go and follow other things. That doesn't mean that I'm out of touch. That just means that your tastes have changed and you've decided to go do other things and follow other things. So I think it's just so important that if the audience is changing, okay, or if the YouTuber changes or the influencer changes, the influencer still has a right to change and do their own thing. And if you feel like you don't like that change, you know, YouTube has that unsubscribe button. You can unsubscribe from that person's channel and you can go watch other stuff. I don't think it's fair to like tell an influencer or a YouTuber, and trust me, these are first world problems, I'm aware of that, because a lot of these people have tons of money, and so I'm not saying like, oh, you should feel sorry for them. They have lots of money, they're buying lots of, you know, luxury bits and pieces every month, so that's not really the issue. So I think it's just really important to like understand that, like I think it's just more important to be authentic and true than it is to be relatable. Like, I don't necessarily want to be relatable. I want to just be true to myself. So when you see like my unboxings or hauls that are going to be coming in January, you're like, oh, that's true to Kagem. She's being true to herself. And I want to also have the space to grow my channel in the way that I want it to grow. I've noticed that, and a lot, honestly, you guys as the audience, like, you guys are the ones who have the power. Like, there's some people's channels and Instagram pages that are stuck in one palette because they're so terrified of losing their audience. You know, I was speaking to a marketing friend of mine and she was just like, again, where are the Instagrammers that brands that she represents can work with who aren't wearing neutrals all day? I was like, honey, even if people who are Instagrammers, not YouTubers, even if Instagrammers want to break out of that neutral color palette, some of them are terrified because they're absolutely petrified of losing their audience and losing that whole relatability factor that we're talking about. Whereas I think it's just more important to be true to yourself. So I'm very curious to know what you guys think about the whole out of touch and relatability debate. So tell me what you think in the comments, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit notifications. Now I want to talk to you guys about charity. Oh my gosh, like charity, honey. Where do I start? Okay, so on a lot of luxury YouTube pages, when I'm watching videos and watching unboxings, and by the way, whenever I watch a video or like a video, I'll always leave a positive comment. If I leave a comment, it's always positive on a luxury channel, because I know it's hard when like I receive nasty comments. Like, it's so nice to read the positive comments because you're like, oh god, someone left a nasty comment. But on a lot of like luxury YouTube pages, you always see these comments, and it's been happening a lot, I think, particularly since like C19, and because the holidays are around this week and this month, people kind of leave these comments more where they're like, do you do anything for charity? You're always shopping and buying things, like, what do you do for charity, and what do you like actually do to like give back to people? First of all, it is incredibly rude, okay, to go on a luxury influencer or YouTuber's page and ask them what they are doing for charity. Charity starts at home. Say it with me. That's number one. And number two, if you want to give charity outside of your home, which by the way is a beautiful, incredible thing, okay, why does the person need to be, why are people like being judged so hard because they're not performing it publicly as if it's some sort of like Shakespearean play, or like, you know, like I'm in Othello or something? I mean, I don't understand the whole performative nature of charity on social media at the moment. So I've seen a lot of luxury YouTubers, big ones, get this critique a lot, like, wow, you're always shopping, you're always buying things, like, do you give money away to charity? Well, first of all, I want to ask the people who leave those comments, like, are you giving away like money to charity? Let me see how much money you're giving away, and then I'm going to tell you that it's not enough because it doesn't meet my standards for relatability. I mean, I think it's just getting ridiculous. Something else that I find annoying, and it's like a little bit of a segue, but it's part of the charity topic, is, and I saw this recently, I saw like a video of a group of estate agents in the US who gave a waitress a $4,000 tip, which is so generous and amazing. But they were like recording her like receiving it, okay, and all of them were filming her, and it's like, okay, you did something amazing, don't get me wrong, they did something fantastic, but why do you have to like perform the whole thing? Why does she have to be put on social media like that? I think maybe it's because in our culture here is deeply conservative in Tanzania. You would never film someone getting like charity or help. You'd never film them. So that happens a lot, where people then will ask you for the money outside of the church, and my husband and I, we always give, you know, when we're asked. It's not a problem. Now, I don't understand feeling the need to film the person. Like, why would you film the person? It feels so performative. It feels really performative, and there's something quite smug about it. Now, don't get me wrong, the estate agents did something amazing for the waitress. By the way, fun fact in that story, the waitress got sacked, okay, by the restaurant because she didn't share the tips. It was crazy. It's a crazy story. You might just need to Google it and find it. When it pertains to like luxury channels, luxury YouTubers, luxury Instagrammers, do you think that we need to talk about charity more? Do you feel like we need to present it more if you're talking about luxury products, luxury shopping, and you're unboxing and doing hauls and stuff? Do you need to talk about it more, or do you think that some of this is misogyny? I do think there is misogyny in this, because I do watch a lot of luxury watch channels, and 99% of them are run by men. I watch a lot of supercar channels, luxury car channels. Again, 99% of them are men. And I've never seen those comments, okay, on there. I've never seen anyone pressing a man saying, hey, like, how much money are you giving away to charity? You have too many Ferraris. There's a little bit of misogyny there, a little. But I don't really see the need to like perform. Some of you might be like watching some of your favorite luxury channels. You see them shopping all the time. You don't know how much money that they're giving to charity. What do you guys think about that? Because I'm very, very curious to know what you think. So if you like these types of luxury hot topics, you let me know. Honestly, guys, I'm so tired of hearing the person is out of touch for literally having a luxury shopping page. Like, I mean, I don't know what people expect when you go and watch someone's luxury shopping channel. They're doing exactly what they're supposed to do. Create content for people who want to watch that content. Like, if you think that person's out of touch, you need to go watch something else. It feels very sanctimonious, and it's a little bit annoying, I have to say. I've noticed it's happening a lot, those types of comments. So I'm just warning you guys, like, when I come back from Paris, I'm definitely going to be showing you a lot of the stuff that I've purchased. And my shopping list changes daily. Some days I'm like, I'm buying this. Some days I'm going to be like, I'm buying that. So, you know, you'll just have to wait and see. If you like these types of videos, please consider subscribing, hitting notifications, and liking this video. Guys, the like button is really important. By the way, we can still see the dislikes in this YouTube Studio app. I'm still getting dislikes, okay? So those of you who are disliking my videos, I'm not worried, okay? Because guess what, okay? No one can see your dislikes. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I've got a few more days until Christmas, and then the hat comes off. Although I have been enjoying it, I must say. I'm so excited for Christmas this week. I hope you guys are having a great Christmas. I want to wish you Merry Christmas. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow in my next video.